just so much as waited by the gate to see what are these people doing there. We got Molly Thompson. I think there was Rose Napoli. And they're no longer with us, but they helped us. We had somebody, I think they lived in your building, Bob, Lucienne, is that right? Is that the building with the key? The Griffins, maybe Lucienne, a little old lady. The Griffins, she helped us, yes. And we had a fellow Salah, Ahmed. He did, Don said, you do with computers, you work with computers? Could you we don't really want high buildings in Hoboken. Is there something you could do? And, Salah did, I don't know where it is, but he did something showing us what it would look like if Hoboken had all these high buildings on the waterfront. Well, Jersey City has them. We're lucky we don't. We do have a Sinatra Park, which I agree should not be Sinatra Park. And I think the only thing that I never did get around to seeing happen was the floating swimming pool. He still talked about it even when I saw him up in the nursing home. And we have to get this boat, and we have to talk. And I know it almost happened, but I think Brooklyn got it. And, he tried, and maybe if we get some help from up there, maybe we can still have a boat with a pool on it. I know they have them in Europe year-round. That would be the greatest thing if you could see that some way above to have something floating in the river. But anyway, I could talk on and on and on. And, well, we all remember Don. My kids remember Don. And we're part of their lives. And we got to meet our first granddaughter, who's now 18. I think she was 2 when she was put in the inflammation booth to oversee the folding of thousands of T-shirts every year. Anyway, enough of that. I'm glad to see you all here. And Don would love it, and if he was here, you would all have little jobs that he would have for you before you left. Thank you.
And from my point of view, growing up, I was much too young to be with what he was doing. I met John, I guess, when he moved into our house next to the Kilmers. I was probably 7 or 8. And I kept thinking, who is this man arriving at my doorstep every day, hanging out with my parents, who much giggles and beer and a couple of little chides there, little jokes. And I used to be sort of annoyed. He kind of annoyed me a little bit after a few beers, but then as I got older, I guess I got more of the jokes. And I guess I figured the only way I was going to see my parents was to go with them down to the voter registration booth and down to the River City Fair. And it was amazing. He did suck you in, and all of a sudden I found myself in the later years absconding mailing lists and various things from my to help with some campaign or other. It was amazing. It was, I think it did truly, along with my parents, and his passion affected certainly my life and my sister and brother's commitment to the community and community service and volunteer service. And to this day, I believe that we continue on, hopefully thinking, what would Don do, what would Don think. And over the years, as the River City finished, I still would get calls from Don. Irene, how about a pier, a cruise ship? We're going to look into that for me, will you? I get some call. So I'm hoping that he's proud, and I'm hoping that he knows the impact he had on us. And it was a great deal of fun, and it should be Cotter Park, I believe.
I hear referendum or something. Anyone else I would like to speak? Going on. Okay. What we do have, Anne Marie Cotter has prepared a video presentation.